Well, hello, 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 hello to all you wisdom walkers out there. This is Jojopah Maria and Saroma coming to you with my, what is this? Yes, okay. Astrology for Self-Mastery. Yeah, it's been one of those days. One of those days. There's Carmen checking in. Hey, Carmen. How wonderful that you're here helping to ground me. Because, girl, I am just crazy. It's like, there is so much going on. Like, and it is because Mercury is about to go direct. And in Aries, I'll tell you about that in a minute. But anyway, so it has just been like nonstop stuff. And I definitely wanted to give you this information today because this is the day of the full moon and it's in Scorpio, which is all interesting, which I'm going to talk about just now. And, you know, we've just come off that huge, powerful cosmic event of the Jupiter coming together with Uranus in the sign of Taurus. Yeah. And of course, before that, we had the total solar eclipse. It's been a minute. But I'm going to bring to you the remaining aspects for this month in April. And I'm going to jump back to last Sunday, the 21st. Because right after the conjunction, here's what we had. We had the Sun in Taurus squaring Pluto in Aquarius. And remember, all of these aspects that involve Pluto in Aquarius, we have never experienced in our lifetime. Yeah. This is the first time this stuff is happening since like the 1700s, late 1700s, during the Revolutionary War and the French Revolution. So anytime one of these aspects show up, and there's another one too, it's just a reminder to us of how powerful a time we are in. As it says here, this aspect can make us a little grumpy because it's a square, you know, square is like a little tight energy and hung over after the magic of the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. Avoid controlling influences in your life, or you may find yourself butting heads. So that was saying, you know, last Sunday, that was a nice thing to do. Yeah, just kind of chill. Then also on the same day, we had Juno entering into Virgo. Remember, Juno is named after the queen of the ancient Roman gods and represents commitment in relationships. Juno is a large asteroid in the asteroid belt and the third asteroid discovered, which was in 1804. Juno in astrology can illuminate new insights into just how you thrive in long-term commitments and relationships. So, after months of anxiety and fussiness, we are finally able to move forward in our important relationships. Continue to be discerning regarding new relationships and apply your wisdom. That's always. And remember to take care of your loved ones so relationships can grow. So that's really nice, super energy that has shown up. I love it. Now, let's get to today. where we have this full moon in Scorpio. This is, folks, an intense lunation because it asks us to remove hidden layers of ourselves and address skeletons in our closet so we can create more room for a fresh start. And as you know, all of these aspects, the powerful ones that have been happening since the beginning of the year, really since the end of last year, have been designed to do that. Help us create more room for a fresh start. Now, in the native tradition, and in Cherokee especially, it's called the flower moon, or Awani. Owani, I think that's also what it's called. And this lunation, also called the budding moon, signals the opening up of flowers and tree buds and reminds us to open our hearts to the coming warmth. Yeah. So, if you're in anger or you feel victimized or betrayed by somebody or misunderstood, this is calling us to open our hearts. And that means what? Yeah, forgiveness. And also always include ourselves. This lunation in Scorpio now, it's square to Pluto, which is ruled by Scorpio. So it makes this time frame anything but comfortable. And like I said, I just feel it's like just so much activity going on, so many things, so many emails to respond to, and, all of that. But again, it is all good. We're going to get through this. Now, remember, full moon signal points of culmination and release in our lives. And with Scorpio's energy, our emotions may be even deeper and more complex. So what does this mean? That means take care of yourself today. Like after I finish this, I'm going to go out and take a nice little walk, take a little stroll, get into some sun. The sun has finally come out, and make sure I'm drinking my water. That's always important. So here's some more info about full moon in Scorpio squaring Pluto. The full moon in Scorpio is a great time to release emotional baggage that no longer serves us. The Pluto square, however, is anything but comfortable. Power struggles, hidden agendas, or subconscious desires may come to the surface. Pluto will ask us to confront these head on, however uncomfortable the process may be. Yet, it's precisely through this process of facing our shadows that we can experience true self-awareness and empowerment. Thank you, Astro Butterfly. And again, this is, of course, all about self-mastery. Not an easy time to be sure, but look for magic, miracles, opportunities, and synchronicity to emerge once you make space for a new path. And that is from the wonderful Lena Stevens from The Power Path. And I have one more message for you from this. It says, this can be a challenging moon as it triggers what needs to change and forces us to go deep within to access truth, resilience, and creative inspiration in the face of external chaos, uncertainty, and unexpected events. Even if you are not being outwardly affected, you will be influenced by the transformative aspect of this full moon. On the heels of the last eclipse and still in the field of an expansive time of evolution with a strong theme of death and rebirth, we should all be looking at how we can reform our lives to be bigger and more aligned with our truth and authenticity. Stay in your lane, look within for wisdom, and use your emotional intuition instead of what you think you know for choices and decisions. This is so powerful and so beautiful. On my Wisdom Walk talk, I was talking about, your job is not your purpose. And in a conversation with my sister, she shared this phrase of opening oneself up to be taught. And that's the same message that's here, like we have to keep opening ourselves up to be taught because we really don't know. I mean, there's so much newness going on in ways that we don't even realize, we don't even understand. So with this full moon, again, take care of yourself. Avoid getting into conflict. If you do need to speak up and say and set your boundary, of course, do that, but even do that with love. And again, focus on you. What is this about for you? What's going on for you? And release it. Release it. And again, forgiveness will always work. Do some ho'oponopono. It's going to be a good day. All right, now we're going to jump to the 25th, this coming Thursday, because finally Mercury is going direct. Yay! And it's still in Aries, which it has been in for a minute. This has been one of the longest transits of Mercury in Aries, and that's because it went retrograde. But this is a relief after a period of reflection and recalibration during a very intense Mercury retrograde. Now that Mercury has turned direct, it's time to reflect on the lessons learned and move forward with a clearer perspective. Once we have identified self-sabotaging patterns of thinking, we can now rewrite them with healthier and more empowering beliefs. Again, Astro Butterfly, thank you. So this is about us being grounded, accelerated in forward movement. Woohoo! I am so ready for that. I think we all are, right? Yeah, definitely. Now, this coming Sunday on the 28th, as we get to these closing days of April, we get this lovely Mars conjuncting Neptune in Pisces, and this is one of the 6 conjunctions that happen this month. So it's been a lot, and this one is really about allowing yourself to dream big today. Yes. Put on your rose-colored glasses as you bask in the sunshine of possibility. I love that. When Mars, the planet of personal will, is conjunct Neptune, the planet of divine guidance and surrender, the message is, don't force your way through. Listen to subtle messages, watch for serendipities, and find a higher purpose for your actions. When we're open to receiving divine guidance, our actions have meaning and impact. This aspect is ideal for romance, creativity, and socializing, as we are all eager to enjoy the softer side of life. Isn't that just delicious? Isn't that wonderful to know that the energy is softening and that we get a chance to go, yes, yes, yes. And me being Pisces, I just love that this is happening in my sign. So let's jump now to Monday, the 29th, the next to the last day of this month. And we get this Venus entering into Taurus, which is another beautiful flow energy. This is a much welcomed homecoming for Venus as the pleasure planet enters Taurus, one of the 2 signs it rules. Until May 23rd, relationships become steady and sensual as we focus on making both love and money without being overly possessive of either. We all know that when Venus is happy, everyone is happy. Amid turbulent transits, Venus in Taurus is the sweet reminder that everything will be all right. There you go. There you go. There's the hope. There's the hope that we need to stay focused as we're navigating through this auspicious year of so much stuff. Yeah. Now, here's some more message for you about Venus entering Taurus. Venus is coming home to one of its ruling signs as a planet of love is welcomed in the sensual and luxurious sign of Taurus. Venus in Taurus encourages us to slow down and savor the simple pleasures of life. As native Taurus Dave Gahan says, words are very unnecessary. We're wired to believe that to be happy, Venus, we have to have more, do more, get busy, or fill up the empty spaces. But Venus, the planet of happiness and contentment, doesn't need any of these. Venus in Taurus is a reminder that happiness is not about doing, but about being. Simply sink into the present moment and enjoy the silence. Once again, great inspiration from an interpretation from Astro Butterfly. Isn't that just, again, delicious? Just lovely energy that we have coming up. And again, we all need it. Yeah. And then the final day of April, we get two aspects. The first one is Mars entering Aries. It's just coming out of Aquarius. The month closes with Mars's fiery entry into Aries on April 30th, igniting a powerful surge of energy, ambition, and assertiveness. This transit revitalizes our drive and determination, urging us to take bold steps towards our goals and to assert our individuality with confidence. Mars in Aries inspires us to embrace challenges head on, to renew our commitment to our passions, and to lead with courage in all aspects of our lives. Just wonderful. And if you are Aries, if that's your birth sign, know that this is a very powerful time coming up for you. It's about a lot of success in especially your career endeavors, your entrepreneurial endeavors. This is a really good moment coming up for you. Yeah. So here's some more about Mars entering Aries. There's no other planet that makes such a bold and triumphant transition from the dreamy waters of Pisces into the fiery realm of Aries. If you've been feeling a bit sluggish in the last few weeks when Mars was in Pisces, this will now change. In Aries, Mars does what he knows best, takes action. When Mars is in other signs, we always find reasons not to act. Mars in Taurus, it takes too long. Mars in Gemini, I can't focus. Mars in Cancer, what if it hurts other people's feelings? Mars in Leo, what if I make a fool of myself? Mars in Virgo, what if it's not perfect? When Mars is in Aries, the time is now. We naturally connect with that part of our psyche that is always ready for action. This is an excellent time for starting new projects, for asserting your needs and your relationships, and for embracing physical activities that challenge and invigorate you. Mars's journey through Aries empowers us to act decisively and with authenticity, encouraging a spirit of pioneering adventure in our pursuits. Wonderful. Like just, yes, we've been waiting for this. Absolutely. Got a comment from Matthew. Hey, this is exactly how it feels. Yes. And you're very welcome, my dear. Very welcome. Yeah, this is really exciting stuff. And then on the same day, we get a square, but it's a really interesting. It's a helpful square, and rather than it just being crushing energy. Now, this is Venus and Taurus squaring Pluto and Aquarius. And like I said, all of the Pluto and Aquarius aspects have never happened in our lifetime. So I wanted to just remind you that Pluto is a planet of transformation, destruction, and renewal. Like its mythological namesake, Pluto beckons us to explore the depths of transformation. It's associated with secrets, clandestine information, and monumental metamorphosis experienced over a lifetime. Pluto's influence is intense, life-altering, and profound. And so the message for this aspect is that this aspect can create a power struggle in our relationships, as jealousy and obsession could poison the love you share. It may be time to walk away from toxicity and start over with a clean slate. Yeah. Yeah. Very powerful. Very powerful. And again, that is coming off of the heels of, this Mars energy, Mars and Aries energy. So it makes sense that, we're having to kind of look at, another block that may be preventing us from moving forward and going into more of the truth of who we are and being more aligned with our right relationship with our higher purpose. Yeah. Time for the higher timeline for sure. And again, I just love this picture because this is what we're going through. This is the time we're in. Things are swirling and whirling and purling and merling and all of that and twirling. And yeah, it's all like that. So anyway, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope this information is of great service to you as you continue taking on these challenges. And they're really huge growth challenges, evolutionary processes for this age of Aquarius that we are truly in. I will return next week or the following week with more information on the astrology scene as we move into May. I haven't peeked yet to see what's going on, but I'm still in the throes of all of the eclipse energy and Jupiter and Uranus, but I will, of course, be coming to you with more of this. And I also will be, of course, initiating my next Wisdom Walk Talks, where my theme for May is going to be Go Beyond. Yes, I'm so excited for that. So be well, be safe. Take great care of yourself, trust the process, and know that things are going to get so much better. Bye for now.